Good morning and greetings from Northumberland on the 5th of July. You can tell it's a really bright July morning and the sun is streaming in as I make this recording at about 7:30. The news has been dominated again, or at least significantly mentioned this week, further disputes in the Holy Land between Israel and Palestinians. And in my 67 years, I can now think of a point where there hasn't been tension and difficulties in that area. And it's very hard to give a clear political analysis, and there are faults on all sides, and it's a terrible continuing situation. The West, particularly since the Second World War, has always wanted to guarantee the existence of an Israeli state, a state for Jewish people. And this is a given, I think, in all the discussions that we have. But also there has to be justice and mercy for Palestinians, for people who are also indigenous to that area. And occasionally, with agreements from President Carter so many years ago, President Clinton, there have been hopes of stability and peace, but these have never been fulfilled. And it is a wound on the second half of the 20th century and on this first quarter of the 21st century that these problems have not been resolved. And we must pray, and we must stand in solidarity with the weak, just as we are trying to do in the situation in Ukraine. I have no answers, of course, except the answers that Scripture gives us. And these are words from the Hebrew Bible, from the prophecy of Micah. And they are apposite to this situation, and they are one of the short readings set for today. This is what Micah says. For out of Zion shall go forth instruction, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. He shall judge between many peoples, and shall arbitrate between strong nations far away. They shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war any more. But they shall sit under their own vines and under their own fig trees, and no one shall make them afraid. Those are words of hope. Those are words that are unfulfilled. But we all, in the way we live, and in our attitudes to the weak and powerless, have a part to play in at least making them fulfilled as a microcosm, at least, of the world in which we live. So we continue to pray for peace and justice, and for the building and maintenance of that peace in human hearts. Kyrie eleison, Lord have mercy. Lord heal us and renew us. Amen.